तो as I promised yesterday that today we will be doing main session. तो ये marathon session है. Quickly everybody join this session. सभी लोग जल्दी से सेशन को ज्वाइन कर लीजिए. Like this session, share this session with others and subscribe to our YT channel. Who is this Navy? Oh, see, you people should be extremely careful, ठीक है? And if you are not well, so your priority should be your health, Navy, ठीक है? Session तो you can attend later on in the recorded form also. So first take care of your health and get well soon. But whenever you people are walking on the road or riding, driving, whatever you are doing, be very careful. Okay, take care of your health because ये time बहुत crucial है. चलिए, let's quickly start our session. Get well soon, Navy. Good evening, everyone. Chalo, let's start our session. So, as you know that this sale is still valid, okay. So, it will end on 25th of April. Exam Ready Fest, where you will get 2x validity and flat 40% off if there is anybody who wants to join Oliveboard platform. So, he or she can use code Saba and join Oliveboard platform. You can use code Saba and join Oliveboard platform. Chalo, let's start. Question number 1. Read the directions, see what you have to do. Say it's a vocab based question, a strong demand for something. Okay. So first of all, the answer should be noun. Okay. Catastrophe, catastrophe we call to disaster. So it will not come. Disaster word will not fit here. Positivity will not come. Termination will not come. Now spur. Spur as a noun refers to growth. So a strong demand, even options elimination can help you. So spur we call to growth, GROWTH. Okay, I hope it's clear to you all. So it will be clamor. Clamor basically we call to shouting also. Do you know? Loud noise is also called clamor. बहुत ज्यादा शोर शराबा जो होता है, that is also called clamor, loud noise. And clamor also we call to strong demand. Okay, like the children were clamoring for attention. So clamor can also be verb and noun. So clamor is a strong demand. Okay, that is also called clamor. Next, say I think options can also help you eliminate. Different in kind, antique cannot be our answer because antique we call to old, ancient that is called antique. Elemental we call to fundamental, basic. So basically it is disparate. Disparate we call to different. Different in kind, disparate that is the synonym. Okay. So that is all. Do not get confused between disparate and desperate. What do you mean by the word desperate? Desperation, you know. Disparate and desperate. Desperate for something, we say. Desperate for something. Not overwhelmed, you will say. No. We are desperate for something. What do we say? Hopelessness. Okay. Sense of extreme emergency, that is called desperate. मतलब किसी चीज के लिए desperate होना मतलब you want it anyhow. Hopelessness. Okay. Then you can say a sense of urgency is also called desperate. A sense of urgency is also called desperate for something. Okay. Yes, want something badly. So that is what? Oh, sense of urgency. Okay. चलो next. और कोई वर्ड तो था नहीं, रेस्ट ऑल द वर्ड्स यू नो. चलो नेक्स्ट. Disparate, different, and desperate to want something badly. Once everybody quickly like this session and share this session with others. No, this everybody knows, right? Something that lasts for a very short time. Tell me all the synonyms. Ephemeral, transient. Then we have the word fleeting, momentary. All these are the synonyms. Okay, transient, fleeting, momentary. All these are the synonyms. Okay, so words. See, if you know the vocab, if you know the meaning, no matter how questions are asked, do we need to read these sentences? Tell me. Aren't we saving our time once we know that we have to find the word that keeps the sentence? Just you have to read the directions, okay? That keep the paragraph grammatically and contextually correct. It means you don't have to tell the opposite or anything else, okay? So you don't have to tell the opposite. So simply, if you know the meaning, you can directly go through the options, okay? So you don't even have to read the sentences. Chalo. Next. 3-4 questions we have already done morally. When you when you are confused in that, like 2-3 tough words are given. Then 4, what you are saying? 4, 3, B, E, C, B. I'm sure that you people did not read the direction. 4, 5 questions, 3, 4 questions you have missed, Ramni. First of all, tell me how many of you have read the direction? See, I'm sure that in exam, by assuming many things, you people will make mistake. Is this a question of misspelled? Is this a question of misspelled? Did you read the direction? That you all are seeing the spelling and saying that no improvement is required. The question is of redundant. If you find redundant, I hope everybody knows what is redundant. Okay. Redundant means superfluous. If you feel that something is more than required, not required, that is called redundant. Okay. So superfluous expression you have to find. You don't have to find the misspell. So can we use follow after? Follow after is a superfluous expression. Okay. You can say, see, flee cannot be followed by away, flee away, fled away. That is wrong. You can't say fled away. Ran away, you can definitely say he ran away. Okay. But this follow after will not make sense. Okay. Because follow ka matlab, just precede before. Can we use precede before? So precede in itself means to come before. So in the same way, follow means come after. The motorcyclist came after the thief. Okay. Ran after the thief, you can say. But follow after will not come. In the same way, precede before will not come. Okay. So simple answer is CP. Next. Return back is a very common one. What is the mistake here? Some are saying E, some are saying A. Majority is going with A. Tell me the error. See, browse in itself means browse word has the complete meaning of search through. When you browse through something, it means you search through something. Okay. So browse in itself means search through. So this through will not come with browse. If I use the word search, we search through the internet, then it is correct. Okay. But browse the internet, not browse through the internet. Okay. See, these things you can even get in error detection. See, this pattern has made it easy because you know that the highlighted words only can be wrong. But the same sentence, and it is written here that you have to find the redundant word, right? So this pattern becomes easy. But if I give the same sentence for the error detection and you have to find the error, then you will not be able to find the error. So keep these things in mind. Because error में सिर्फ return back ही याद रह जाता superfluous में. Rest everything you people forget. And you know, this pattern even comes in SBI view. This redundant want a separate question, set of questions come in your SBI view exam. See, when we meet, it means we are coming together. Meet means, okay, decided to come together, either you say or meet together. So this is what it is, redundant answer will be TC. Okay, chalo, come to this. That is done, yes. C, E, D, different options we have C, E, D. Now here very carefully we have to eliminate the options. It is believed that the damage is used as a noun. So can we say it is believed that the ongoing ecological damage, one by one we will see. We can use A, ongoing ecological damage, okay, and habitat destruction. Excessively damage cannot go. Had it been excessive, we can have used it. Excessive word will make sense, but excessively will not make sense. So B is eliminated. Can we use rampant ecological? Why we can't use A? Either I say ongoing ecological damage or rampant ecological damage. Even we can use raging environmental damage. Yes or no? And even I can say it is believed that the uncontrolled ecological damage. In first blank, I think except B, everything else can go. Am I right? You can say raging environmental damage, uncontrolled ecological damage, rampant ecological damage, ongoing ecological damage. So all these will make sense in the first blank. We can't eliminate on the basis of first blank. Now coming to second blank, and habitat destruction brought on by human encroachment into previously uninhabited areas has led to a vital nature bill. Devastated of or devastation of. So first is eliminated because we need a noun. Here we need a noun. Okay. Acha. Collapse of, you can say devastation of, but you here can you see devastation by? So this encouragement is led by natural barriers. If something is done by me, it means I'm responsible. So tell me these forests, grasslands, marshes, deserts, rivers, and lakes. They are responsible for the human encroachment into uninhabited areas. So preposition also you have to check. Had it been devastation of, it would have been correct. Okay. Acha. We are talking restoration is a positive word or negative word. Somebody said E also. By is wrong here. We need a negative word or positive word. We are talking about habitat destruction. We are talking about damage. So damage and destruction, will it lead to restoration of something? Not at all. So we need a negative word, right? We need a negative word. It is positive, but we need a negative word. So that is why the answer will be only D. No, I forgot. Y is eliminated. I think C, right? Confirm me quickly. Because rest all are eliminated, no? Yes, C is the correct answer. Correct? Because collapse of devastation of it will be the answer. Yes. Chalo next. See, this was a good one. You have to very carefully eliminate the options. Next. Are you all on the same page? Everybody is saying B. Let's see. Neuroscientists search our brains to dash our consciousness. To disappear our consciousness will not come. This is eliminated. Okay. To locate our consciousness can come. To search our consciousness. See, search our brains to search our consciousness. I think this, I have a doubt in this. Okay. To find our consciousness can go. This can go. To place our consciousness can go. C is a bit doubtful, okay, but we can use B, we can use D, we can use E. So B, D, E we can use in the first blank. Now coming to second, but for me consciousness is not within but in the space between me and you. What is the error here, guys? What is the error here? But in the space between me and you. Suppose this sentence is written in error detection. I will come. Krishna, I and you, how between is a preposition. Preposition will always take objective case. How I and you will come? I will start charging 10,000 rupees from you people, and especially those who have got the job. Between is a preposition, so it will take objective case. 2-3-1 rule, do you remember? It's not a negative sentence, no? 1-2-3 rule we use whenever there is a sense of crime, guilt. Okay, then we use 1-2-3. Otherwise, we have to use 2-3-1 rule, and objective case is absolutely correct, but 2-3-1 rule should be used. Don't forget these basic rules. और I जो किया है ना, that is blunder. Chalo. What holds us together as persons are our interactions with those. See, first of all, whom will not come? Who knows? So D is eliminated. Acha, those is plural. When antecedent is plural, so verb should be plural. So this is also eliminated. See, already I had a doubt. So simply the answer will be B. Okay. Chalo, clear everyone? Good job. Next. See, what is the meaning of this word camaraderie? It's not a new term for you all. We have already discussed. Actually, it is a noun. First of all, you know that. What is the meaning? Friendship can be said. Friendship, brotherhood, friendship, bonhomie, yes. Bonhomie is a very good term. Good. Trust, friendship, bonhomie, that is camaraderie. Okay. But now there are signs that it is a noun. So to qualify this, can we use adverb? Eliminated. This is eliminated. Acha, it is a positive word. So can we use negative word? No. Three options eliminated. A, D, E will not go. What do you mean by the word vestige? What do you mean by this word? It means extra vestigial organs we have in our body. Okay, waste parts. So extra, you can say basically you can say redundant. Okay, redundant is also extra, not no longer functional. Redundant, no longer functional. Yes. So vestigial organs. Okay. So simple. The answer will be this is eliminated. So the because we need a positive word, so it will be long standing camaraderie limit. Okay. Yes. Next. Eternally is wrong because it is an adverb. Not to qualify a noun, we need an adjective. We can't use adverb. Okay. Some are saying A, some are saying B. Yes. China's dash are comprehensive. See, we need a noun and we need a plural noun, right? Because verb is plural. But if I say all the nouns are plural, China's reforms, China's amendments, China's regulations, China's actions, China's requirements. Okay. Some are saying A, B. Achha, majority is saying A. Let's see. And a does. See, we can't eliminate even on the basis of A and because both are given. And a reassuring sign, encouraging sign, supportive sign, comforting sign, heartening sign from the world's second largest economy. The outcome of these elections for the party X would test the government when it comes to pursuing. So, see, when it comes to pursuing, actions will not come. First of all, D will be eliminated. Okay. China's tests are comprehensive. Reforms and amendments both can be there, and a dash sign from the world's second largest economy. Regulations. The outcome of the state elections for the party X would test the government when it comes to pursuing, although they are very. I think A will go. A should go. Because regulations, if China is bringing certain rule and regulation, okay, so it is not going to be a good news for the whole nation, right? So regulation and requirement will not make sense, action will not make sense. Okay, so we can eliminate these three options. So reforms and amendments are there. So basically, see, amendments can be anything, like everyday amendments can be anything. Is it necessary that always amendments should be positive only? Like right now, we were bringing delimitation. For some, it can be good. For some, it can be bad, right? So amendments need not be positive, but reforms are always positive. Acha, here also, if you see the outcome of state elections for the party X would test the government when it comes to pursuing reforms. See, government will be tested not for bringing amendment. Are you getting? Because amendment का मतलब सिर्फ होता है संशोधन कर देना, वो किस अच्छा बुरा कुछ भी हो सकता है, ठीक है? तो it depends, it can be in the favor of the government also, but reforms means it is always for public. So I think that is the only logic we can use here, and the answer should be A. Clear, everyone? And yes, guys, actually it is camaraderie. A should be there. It is a typo mistake. It is a camaraderie. Okay? Friendship, bond, hobby, whatever. Chalo, moving on to the next question. Good. Dash to the dash when given has often come in the form of land unsuitable for farming or living. Okay. So, do you give reward? Winning the match was little reward. Actually, uh, see, you can use the word displace the bone also. पहले listen to me carefully. अगर आपकी जमीन आपसे ले ली जाए और उसके बदले में आपको जमीन दी जाए, okay? So, what is that called? Will it be called reward? Remuneration. Remuneration is monetary. Remuneration is monetary. Okay. Worth will not come. Payment will not come. So remuneration we call to monetary this. Okay. It is basically मुआवजा. समझते हैं आप लोग? Do you know the word मुआवजा? Compensation. Tell me a good word for this. Abhi recently we saw it in editorial. So basically, it is compensation ki the government has taken something from you, and in the place of that, government is giving. So that compensation to the displaced people, like in Manipur, many people are still displaced. So the compensation that the government is doing now, because that crisis was because of government's failure. Okay, so displaced, that the land that they were giving, that was in the form of unsuitable for farming or living. Okay, so waste land the government was giving. Solatium, very good. So there can be a good term, that is solatium. That also means not incentive. Incentive is something that you get, not a small help. We cannot call it help. ये government की help है. It is government's duty, obligation, that if somebody is displaced, if there is some crisis, flood or something, if somebody has been displaced, so it is government's duty to provide. Okay, land. So it is just compensation मुआवजा. जैसे accident कभी हुआ है. Okay, accident, so many accidents we see in firecrackers units and all these things. So what the government is giving, that is only compensation. Solatium, comfort. Okay, chalo, come to this. Yes, they also get compensation. Gurgaon is the best example. In Gurgaon, most of the farmers, see again, Samar Singh T also. See, options are good. The Muslim group had been banned, subdued, suppressed. See, banned also you can say, suppressed also you can say, crushed also you can say, restrained also you can say, right? All this. What do you mean by the word subdued? Yesterday we did. Subdued means muted, dim, low, soft key. Okay? Might be you have done. Jay. Subdued का मतलब दबाना होता है. Subdued means दबाना, or muted, low key, soft you can say. Subdued demand. Subdued demand means less demand. Okay, it is not suppressed demand. Is it clear? Did you get the point? The Muslim group had been banned. This will not come. Had been subdued, you will not say. Low key, muted, dim. In that case, we use. Abhi yesterday we did it in editorial. Yes or no? Yesterday only we did this word in editorial. Subdued demand means less demand. Okay. The Muslim group had been banned, suppressed, crushed, restrained. Although the rebellion was banned by 1858, it led to the sea. अगर देखा जाए तो रिबेलियन वॉज नॉट बैंड. अगर कोई प्रोटेस्ट होता है और प्रोटेस्टर्स दे आर बैंड और दे आर सप्रेस्ड, वी क्रश देम. सो सी डी ई कैन मेक सेंस. ओके. एंड बुश डैश ऑफिशियल्स, प्रेसिडेंशियल ऑफिशियल्स. अच्छा, कैन वी यूज एडजेक्टिव हियर और हियर वी नीड अ नाउन ओनली? Here we need a noun only. So this is eliminated already, presidential. Interference will not come, and to the direct interference of India will not come. Now you have to choose between these two. Crust and administration both will come. So Bush government officials, administration officials both can go. Yes. So here we can use the word government also and administration. Now somebody will ask, ma'am, how two nouns? I will tell you that. Don't we say government employees? So in the same way we can say government officials also. Now coming to this, although the rebellion was dashed by 1858, it led to the dissolution of East India Company and to the direct. अच्छा, अगर आप rule करते हैं तो you will say government or governance, both are noun. So it will be government or governance. Wait, I'm looking at your doubt. First of all, tell me. because of India by the British government. So to the direct government of India by the British or governance of India. So that is the reason we cannot go with option D. We have to choose option C. Clear everyone? So governance word will fit here, not the government word will fit here. Fillers are good. So administration only I'm telling you now. So I didn't say that. Administration officials. See, we can say government officials also, administration officials also. Both can go. Okay. So, but in second blank, your government word will not fit. That is why the answer will be C. That is the answer. Now, C only I'm telling you. Where did I tell that answer will be D? Okay. Chalo, clear everyone? Chalo, next. Errors. What is your doubts, Ravani? Annexation we use for what? Land, na? Annexation we use for land. And annexer we use for this word. 1 second, guys. Let me discuss this also. Annexation of land. This we use for document. Agreement, you can say. Okay. So this word basically we use for agreement document. Okay. Clear? Additional document. Yes. Additional document agreement, that is called. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. What do we need to tell? We have to tell the correct one or the incorrect one. So we have to give the set of incorrect statement, guys, no? So B is only incorrect. Let's see. Innocent, where you are saying. Although she was not what most would consider physically attractive, the spirit of the woman shined through her charitable works. 1 second. We have the V2 form of shine as shined, guys. We have the V2 form of shine as shined. Okay, we use shined word. Okay. So one by one we have to see the option. Okay, it is error detection. One by one we will see. Okay. Although she was not what most would consider physically attractive, the spirit of woman shined through her charitable works. Do you have the plural of work as works? When do we use the plural of work as works? Tell me, work का plural works होता है कब होता है? That is the verb, my dear. It works for me. That is verb. I'm not asking as a verb. I'm not asking as a verb. Work plural we use when we talk about different types of work. Okay, works we use when we talk about, so many times I've told you, different types of work, like fireworks, literary works, not this. Okay, do we have the plural? जब आप अलग अलग तरह को literary works, ठीक है, do we have the plural of homework as homeworks? When you discuss the routine work, जो daily का काम होता है, जब आप उसको refer करते हैं, तो we do not have the plural of work as works. Okay, so do we have the plural of homework as homeworks? No, you cannot. Construction works you can say. So in the same way, can we use charitable works? In the same way, can we use charitable works? Like construction works, fireworks, literary works, can we use charitable works? सिर्फ जो रूटीन का काम होता है, यू कैन नॉट से आई हैव मेनी वर्क्स टू डू, यू विल से आई हैव मच वर्क टू डू. ओके, so you can use it. It is also a different type of work, you can use it. Yes, it is correct, guys, absolutely correct. And somebody said that it should be shown. See, shown and shined both are there. Shown is intransitive, shined is when we need transitive. यहाँ पर transitive है. We have both the forms. Okay, now the population on earth, somebody is saying population of earth. We people live on earth, so can't we say population on earth? अर्थ की पॉपुलेशन या अर्थ पर पॉपुलेशन, वी आर सर्वाइविंग ऑन अर्थ. ओके, सो वी कैन से ना, जबरदस्ती के अर्थ खोजते हैं आप लोग, सो वी कैन से दैट द पॉपुलेशन ऑन अर्थ दैट हैज अ पॉजिटिव. अच्छा, पॉपुलेशन इज सिंगुलर, द एंटीसीडेंट इज हियर पॉपुलेशन. Population is on is absolutely correct, guys. Population on earth. Okay, अच्छा, we can say people of India and people in India. If I ask you which is correct, people of India are very constructive, people in India are very constructive. Which one is correct? Tell me. People of India, people in India. Which one is correct? Both are correct. India के लोग, India में लोग. India के लोग, both are correct, guys. People of India, we the people of India, we say. सो इंडिया के लोग जो है काफी कंस्ट्रक्टिव होते हैं, इंडिया में लोग काफी कंस्ट्रक्टिव होते हैं. सो के लोग, में लोग, बोथ विल मेक सेंस. पीपल ऑफ इंडिया, पीपल इन इंडिया. सो डोंट फाइंड एरर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट. पॉपुलेशन ऑन अर्थ इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. ओके, इट इज स्ट्रेंथ बेस्ड थिंग. And population is the antecedent. Okay, so that is singular is correct. That has a positive view of thieves is about 51% is absolutely correct. Okay, her boss who ran the agency also owned the flat at number 29 along with all the others are trying to run the show. Where is the error? Tell me what is wrong in C. Very simple, but the structure is very good. Rule is very, very simple, but the structure is very good. So what is wrong in C? Error है that I told you. And is not required. How do you know that this at number 29 is a flat number only? Do you know in a society there are towers? If you have a very big society, so there are multiple towers. So who owned the flat at number 29? So this can be the tower number also. The flat number can also be 29, but the tower number? Yes or no? Tower number can also be 29. Or it can be street number also. We do not know where he owns the flat. It can be street number also. It can be anything. So at is not wrong. Okay. At number 29 can be street number, can be tower number, can be anything. Now, do you know when two subjects are connected with as well as with, along with, together with? Do you know that rule? We have the error. It doesn't mean that you will find any error. So basically here we are talking about the subject is her boss. Her boss is trying to run this shop. Is it clear? So is trying to run this shop because everything the subject is boss and simple syntax has been asked in such a good way just to create confusion. Along with according to the first subject. Very good. So C is definitely wrong. A is definitely correct. So I think the answer should be B. मुझे तो यही लग रहा है D देख लेते हैं. Investigators are trying to find the link between the suspect and the victim and have yet and are yet to figure out. एक तो मैंने देखा you people get confusion active and passive and are yet to figure out. Investors are yet to figure out. Okay. And have yet to figure out. No, investors have this. So and are yet to figure out how they knew each other. Okay. So simple C and D are wrong. Chalo, next question. And also owned. Why and is required? Only also is correct. Who ran the agency also owned the flat. There is no point of using and there. This was good one. What is wrong in A? Some are saying C, C and D. Some are saying E. First of all, tell me what is wrong in A. The differences between the two job candidates were almost indistinguishable. Means no difference at all due to their unlike resumes. See, simply change unlike into like. Contextual difference is there. Change unlike into like because see the differences were indistinguishable. Na? Can you see? So you can't change differences into similarity because verb is also plural. So simply if I say like resume, it will be correct. Yes or no? Because अगर एक ही जैसा resume होगा तो differences will become indistinguishable. Indistinguishable means that cannot be recognized. So A is definitely wrong. Eliminate, eliminate. Because his work is repetitive and boring, it gets hard for terrorists to do the same task over and over again. Is it superfluous? मुझे पता था you will call it superfluous. Again and again is correct. Over and over is correct. Over and over again is also correct. यहाँ तो do दिया हुआ है ना. Even if it had been to repeat the same task over and over again would also have been correct. Because यहाँ पर we are getting the sense of repetition. Same question, I think I have given you example earlier. One question came in the exam. कुछ ऐसा क्वेश्चन आया था where it was given repeated. The message has been repeated over and over again. So repeated over and over again can also be correct, guys. If you are giving the sense की कोई चीज सुबह शाम जैसे advertisement during election time campaigning, all these things. Okay, so we are getting that sense of over and over again means repetition. So it may see only repeat again is wrong. Only repeat again is wrong. But if we get the sense of emphasis, we can say that that is correct. Ramos was arrested along with 11 other men are coming. See, first of all, trail is wrong here. Trial will come. सबसे पहले तो ये गलती है. पर इसका क्या logic है? Do we need verb here? What is the error here, guys? Tell me. Is will also not make sense. Even if it had been is, it would have been wrong. How many conjunctions can you find in the sentence? Tell me. How many conjunctions can you see in this sentence? Yes, you can say who. If you want to put verb, then you have to put conjunction. So if you don't want to put conjunction, so there will be no finite verb. No is no are. Simply, if I remove this, it will be correct. अगर आपको verb लगाना, if you want to put are, then you have to put who. I hope it is clear to everyone, right? Because without conjunction we cannot use two finite verbs. So Ramos was arrested along with 11 other men coming for trial tomorrow. Okay, so simply remove the finite verb or add the conjunction who are coming for trial. You can say that also. Because she wanted reform in her underprivileged town, the woman ran for means candidature, election. So run for something is absolutely correct. So I think the error is only in two sentences. One is C and another is A. Do we have the option? Yes, the answer is A. No confusion at all. It's clear to everyone. Moving on to the next question. Of course, it is possible. In PO mains, students have scored 38. Usually, my students they score well in English. Okay, 30 out of 30 they have scored in PO pre. 35 plus in SBI PO pre. Okay, so it is not impossible. Of course, it is possible. And feasible means I'm not talking about something that is like you have to uh, that is very difficult. If you try a bit, you can easily do it. TDC error क्या ये बता दीजिए. Tell me the error quickly, guys. We did not come to our this what do we say break also. Let me see. Around the world, governments and multinational charities, no error in A, are peddling a simplistic story of false solutions, correct? Suggesting that crisis. Why do you want to change it into crisis? Anything is written. Is it written? Crisis is singular, crisis is plural. Is there any word suggesting plural is given? कुछ भी मीनिंग चेंज करना है. फॉल्स स्टोरी ऑफ सिंपलिस्टिक सॉल्यूशंस यहां से ले जाकर के यहां रखेंगे. It is absolutely correct. Okay. Can become is absolutely correct. The fuel that powers the economy powers is used as a verb. So the answer is what? No error. So let me tell you. This question I have tweaked. From where I took this question, it was a pre-level question. Okay. And it was given in the question, it was given sentence, it was given. What I did, I simply tweaked this became into become because I knew that कि ये वाला error तो सबको दिख जाएगा. But if I change this, तो you people will find 10 more errors. And same thing you people did also. सब चीज गलत है. और ये कैसे हो सकता है कि आप फॉल्स यहां से उठा के यहां रखें फॉल्स स्टोरी इधर सिंपलिस्टिक सॉल्यूशन. सो इन विच पार्ट विल यू मार्क एरर? मे बी टेल मी. Yes, become, become. Simple. Next. Chalo, errors we have done enough. If we will have time, we will come back. Okay. We have to do other questions also. Kafi errors hoga. We will do these questions later on if we have time. Come to this. If it is for your graduation date, I think it should not create any issue. First, prepare for mains. Okay, take mains seriously. This you can check later on. See, one phrase that can replace all the three phrases. Okay. First of all, I think NCR will be eliminated even without reading. Okay. So hide underneath there. Can we end with there? There is positive adjective. It will take now. If you want to end, it should be theirs, right? So NCR is eliminated. Now we have to replace shame, trauma, hurt, anger. So many of these experiences and feelings have been discussed openly. So this is contextually wrong because here it is saying that opening up can be a slow process. It means we have been hiding them, have been secured and encrypted. It is virtually inevitable that all information not strictly secured and encrypted. Cover-ups had evolved in style over the years, and many were every bit as fashionable as the suits they secured. Why not B? Sorry, why not A? Earlier 2 will take gerund, so this is eliminated. Why not A? Who will tell me? I think it will go perfectly here. It is virtually inevitable that all information not strictly secured and encrypted will make it onto the internet. This can be suitable only for second. It can definitely fit, but it can be suitable only for second. Okay, because feelings cannot be. Okay, experiences and feelings cannot be encrypted. See, the suits they, okay, cover ups the suits that cannot be encrypted. Okay, so that is why the answer will be only B. Clear? Acha. If I talk about suppressed and ignored, so information cannot be suppressed and ignored. You can use suppressed and ignored in the first sentence. So this can go in the first, A can go in the second, but if we talk about all the three sentences, so kept under wraps can only fit. Clear, everyone? So you can't directly eliminate them. Got it? Sure. Phrases are quite close. Is it easy? It is so easy peasy. That is why so many options came. C, B, D. I don't know who is correct, but if Sravani will be wrong, then she will have to pay the fine. First of all, somebody said trust is sidelined and doubted. First of all, you can't even use because in is also highlighted. Okay, this is also highlighted. So here we need a preposition. Okay, playing an important role in doubted in. And if don't change your answer, especially you to Sravani, you are not allowed. Okay. The questions that you will underestimate the most, no, they will only give you minus marking. Trust is the basis of absolutely correct. You can use this. Trust is the basis of a healthy relationship. Absolutely correct. Can we use this? We will not make sense because play important role a healthy partnership or important role in a healthy partnership. Everywhere we need in. Okay, so B will not go at all. Now, if we choose between C and D, acclaimed Australian composer Moya Henderson reveals the process and the poignant story, the basis of or as the basis of. Even here also the question appears to lie the basis of or as the basis of. So here something is missing. You need some as add something is missing. So that is why C is wrong. The answer will be at the heart of. It also means the basis of, but it is complete phrase. Meaning wise, the both are same. But had this at not been there, so it would have been wrong. यहाँ पर अगर in होता तो शायद सही हो जाता. That question appears to lie. ये तो जाएगा नहीं, इसको आप बी में. अच्छा, do you do this question only seeing the first sentence? Tell me, do this question only by seeing the first sentence? Is it possible? Because if you see the first sentence, then you can use been to nahi jayega because in is missing here. The basis of can fit there. But you, even if some phrase is fitting into two but not in three, then also you cannot choose it. आपको वो चूज करना है जो सारे के सारे phrases में fit बैठता है. Okay? Is it clear? So that is why one phrase that can fit into all the sentences will only be our answer. So the answer will be this. Moving on to the next question. Now here I don't want any mistake. E is the same that is NCR. It is same NCR. Okay, because in all the options we have NCR. E is the same that is NCR. Okay. Again, different options, guys. Simply you have to use each and every phrase and you have to fit into all the sentences. Those who are saying B, they will pay me 10,000 rupees without even seeing anything. Those who said E, they will also pay me 10,000 rupees. Because these are the options that we can blindly eliminate without even wasting time. Yes or no? We can eliminate these options even without wasting time. Overcame 2 plus overcame. Can it ever come? Abhi I told you this can became can become. Abhi I told you the same thing. So this is blunder. And to be plus V1, can we do this? 2 plus ing, 2 is not a preposition. So this is also eliminated. Okay, two options are eliminated. It can be tricky. I don't know what will be the answer, but B and E cannot be the answer. कुछ गलती है क्या? Let me see. As adults, most of us tend to be critical of our birth families or what therapists call the family of origin have on our daily choices. While self-employed persons receive special deductions to be critical of this rule. अच्छा ये भी होगा क्या? अच्छा देखती हूँ मैं भी. I think this will also be highlighted. Yes. Because here we have highlighted preposition. I think this off will also be highlighted. Because here also preposition is highlighted. No? On off to will not go. But then D will not. I have to see whether it will be highlighted or not. Let me see. Ab answer ke according I will tell you whether it will be highlighted or not. If something will fit. Being prepared to be critical of adversities while learning of it will not. I think A is not making sense. As adults, most of us tend to be dependent on our birth families. I think C will only go if we highlight this. So while self-employed persons receive special deductions to be dependent on this rule, they still pay substantially more than employees. Being prepared to be dependent on adversities. This is only the answer will be there, and off will also be highlighted. Then only you will get the sense, right? So off is also highlighted now. So we can use this. As adults, most of us tend to. But is it making sense? As adults, most of us tend to be dependent on our birth families or what therapists call the family of origin have a home. Not making sense. While self-employed, one second guys, while self-employed person receive special deductions to be dependent on. What about D? Can't we use D? One second. One second. C is seeming contextually wrong, guys. We are not doing what is highlighted. Wait, one by C. As adults, most of us tend to minimize the impact. Tend to minimize the impact our birth families or what the therapist calls them. It can go in first. While self-employed persons receive special deductions to minimize the impact of this rule, they still pay substantially more than employees. Being prepared to minimize the impact, I think the answer will be D. Because to be dependent, I think the answer will be to be dependent on adversities will not make sense. NCR to will definitely not go. I already eliminated option B and D. Now ask your question. This is also wrong. Off is not highlighted, guys. This off is not highlighted. The answer will be only D. Now I can tell you what doubt you have. Okay, you will say ki, see, first of all, tell me D fits absolutely in second and third. Listen to me. D fits absolutely in second and third. You have a doubt that how to relate here because there is no preposition, right? The confuse, right. In third way, it is making sense. You have a confusion in first. So this on is given here, guys. Read the sentence because this on when I saw, then only I changed the answer. As adults, most of us tend to minimize the impact our birth families have on our daily choice and lives. Okay, this is just extra part. Can you see? So impact on our birth families, no. So we want to minimize the impact that our birth families have on our daily choices and lives. Is it clear? So on is given here and this on is creating the difference, guys. It's a very, very good question. Did you get the point? So this on is here off, nothing is required. Clear everyone? So on is given here. Now if you read this sentence this way, so as adults, most of us tend to minimize the impact our birth families have on our daily choices and lives. The remaining part, what therapists call the family origin, that is extra part. Okay. Now I hope it is clear. These also making sense. While self-employed persons receive special deductions to minimize the impact of this rule, makes sense. Impact of this rule, okay. Have an impact on something, that is also correct. Being prepared to minimize the impact of adversities while learning from personal or third party mistakes improves your chances of successfully delivering the project as a whole. So this is correct. Okay. See, it was not a guesswork. You have to very carefully eliminate the options. Clear everyone? So off is not highlighted also. Shall I proceed? Chalo, next question. Guys, join our Telegram channel. Okay. Go for banking super elite. As I told you, right now we have 2x validity. See, in super elite, advanced classes, all these things come. We do good questions, really good questions like PO level questions in our advanced classes. So go for banking super elite, you will get 2x validity, and if you use code Saba, you will get 5% extra discount. Join this channel for updates and for PDF. This you will do later on. First, do this one. You will get the PDF updates, all these things. Abhi, I'm thinking to share good vocabs also on Telegram. Okay. So I will be sharing good vocabs also on Telegram. First, do this question, guys. Okay. Parajumbles we can do later on. And if you join the Telegram, you can ask your doubts also. So the most important part is doubts the group. Okay. You did not understand. पैराजम्बल्स हार्ड लग रहा है मुझे. पैराजम्बल सबके लिए हॉट होता है. Did you understand this pattern? First of all, tell me. It is a para filler, guys. कितने लोगों को नहीं समझ में आया pattern? What is to be done in this question? Read the direction, guys. In exam, you will get new pattern questions in your mails, but I will not be there. Can you see one sentence is given? Highlighted sentence. This sentence is missing from the paragraph. Now there are multiple blanks given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to see at which position, whether at first position or second position or third position or fourth position or fifth position. This particular sentence has to come. Is it clear? So you have to use this given sentence into the paragraph. Now is it clear to everyone? Let's see. Majority is going with D without any doubt. Is it easy? Let's see. What is the sentence? Some are experimenting with new types of patterned or coated glass that birds can see. As many as 1 million birds in the US die in buildings collisions each year. Can we use it at one? Some are experimenting. First of all, you should know what others are doing. So यहाँ पे सिर्फ you are talking about that 1 million birds die. Okay, so it will not come at this position. Eliminate. And Chicago, which sits along the Mississippi Flyway, one of the four major north-south migration routes, is among the riskiest place for birds. Can we use this here? Two is also eliminated because abhi we are not talking about experimenting. Abhi we are talking about people are dying. Okay, sorry, birds are dying because of building collisions. Okay, this year at least 1,000 birds died in one day from colliding with a single glass-covered building. But still, we cannot use that third also. I think. Then, in New York, which lies along the Atlantic Flyway, hundreds of species traverse the skyline and tens of thousands. See, I think it is very easy, guys. It was easier than all other questions that we have done. Some are experimenting, others are rethinking. Yes or no? Some and others, the pairing we have got. So simply it was easier than all other questions that we have done. So these new pattern questions you will always find easy than others. मतलब इसमें तो कोई doubt है नहीं. So some are experimenting with new types of patterned or coated glass that birds can see. Others are rethinking glass towers entirely, experimenting with exteriors that use wood, concrete or steel rods. Steel rods. So will not be. Yes. चलो next. चलो do this parajumble. This parajumble we have done earlier also. You have to do the whole paragraph, not one or two. What happened? Others are not getting. Have you read Sherlock Holmes detective stories? That is why Batman did it very quickly. I think most of you have already tried. CFEDAB, CFDAB, CFEBAB. Sentences are lengthy. So I'm going to discuss. Let's see, guys. It is a para jumble. Usually it's lengthy one also. It was necessary that there was an investigating protagonist from the first scene to the very end who was deeply involved to unravel the mystery, minutely examining a crime scene for clues and doing everything needed to solve the puzzle. Can we start with this? We don't know what it is talking about, so we cannot start with him. He made the stories to be narrated by Holmes' friend, Dr. John Watson, who became almost as famous as the detective himself. Okay, we cannot start with B also. Crime fiction is believed to have originated in the early 18th century with the earliest known story, okay, uh, Thomas Skinner or stories in the life of Bow Street officer. In stories such as these, we cannot start with D, however, cannot be the beginning. Almost a century later cannot be. First, we will start with C. You can do it on the basis of chronology when past and everything is given. So we will start with C only. I think no problem. No one, nobody had a confusion in the opening sentence, right? Rest all can be directly eliminated. Acha. In C, we are saying in the early 18th century. Okay, crime fiction is believed to have originated in the early 18th century with the earliest known story or stories in the life of Bow Street officer. After that, can we say F will come almost a century later. पहले जो फिक्स है उसको कर लेते हैं. See F will form pair. Do you all agree? First, we are talking about crime fiction, and then what emerged? Detective fiction emerged. Okay, and Sherlock Holmes is a detective fiction. It is not what? It is not a crime fiction. You know that he is the most famous detective. So it is a detective fiction. So CF will come. So almost a century later, with the publication of the murders, okay, the murders in the dash detective fiction emerged as a genre separate from its parent crime fiction. So CF will form pair. After that, what will come? Now tell me after that what will come. In stories such as these, the differentiating aspect was the primary concern of the plot. See, aren't we talking about the difference between crime fiction and E will come or D will come? You will directly come to detective fiction, or first you will tell the difference between crime fiction and detective fiction. First, you discussed crime fiction, it was very popular. Then, we got detective fiction. So, first, you will tell the difference between them, no? Yes or no? In stories such as these, so here story is given the Bow Street officer, and here story is given the murderers, okay? So the differentiating aspect was that the primary concern of the plot was ascertaining the truth through a complex and mysterious process that mixed intuitive logic, astute observation, and smart inference. Might be in detective fiction, all these are going because logic, astute observation, and smart inference. So see if D will come, then Sherlock Holmes. See, EB will form pair, I think. Now we have to choose between A, EB. EB will form a mandatory pair because here also we are talking about Sherlock Holmes and here also we are talking about Holmes. Okay. Now A, where should it come? EB will form pair. EBA, AEB. See, I think DA is forming pair, guys, because DA is talking about this. DA is forming the pair. Yes. BA is not pairing, DA is pairing because we are talking about the character that what is the process, and the process has been discussed here also. So it was necessary that there was an investigating protagonist from the very first scene to from the first scene to the very end who was deeply involved to unravel the mystery. See, same thing if you see it is elaboration of D only if you read it carefully. Complex and mysterious process that mixed intuitive logic, astute observation, and smart inference. So, on the basis of this only, he was able to unravel the mystery, minutely examining a crime scene for clues and doing everything needed to solve the puzzle. Yes or no? So, I think after that, however, it was only in the latter part of the 19th century, then you can say that detective fiction began to blossom with the creation of Sherlock Holmes, or the most famous of all fictional detectives, to be narrated by, yes, it is absolutely correct. FE is not forming pair. First, you will talk about this that uh, difference between detective, because after discussing and everything about fiction, detective fiction, you will not come. Is it clear? See this, guys, quickly tell me. And one more thing, do you know? Who is this person? Who is this person? Do you know? He is the writer of Sherlock Holmes. John Watson is a character. He is a character, okay? Sir Arthur Doyle, I think this is his name, okay? He wrote Sherlock Holmes. So this all from here, EB is talking about Sherlock Holmes, okay? So he is the writer of Sherlock Holmes. He made the stories to be narrated by Holmes' friend and Dr. John Watson, who became almost as famous as the detective himself. Okay? Yes. So, guys, I think we are done. One question I'm giving you homework. Do this question as homework. Okay? We had many questions, but we will do them later. It's everybody's favorite. Sherlock Holmes is one of the most favorite detective stories. Okay. Yes, he is the doctor. Chalo, we are done with this session. This one question is homework, so do this question. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. Ending this session. Take care. Bye bye. जाते जाते सभी लोग सेशन को लाइक और शेयर डेफिनेटली करिएगा. Like this session, share this session with others, and subscribe to our vital channel. Telegram channel is Learn English with Saba. Okay, I told you earlier. This is the name of my Telegram channel, Learn English with Saba. So you all can join this Telegram channel. Okay. So thank you, everybody.